Good.
Sige, let's proceed to case 4. 29-year-old male, may 6-month history of dyspnea and non-productive cough, attentional weight loss and fatigue. PE is reduced breath sounds over the upper lung fields and fine tracheids. So PE, another lowered upper lung fields. For the CT scan result, may kaniya multiple irregular nodules, predominantly involving the upper and mid-lung zones with sparing of the claustrophrenic angles. So for the result na niya CT scan, nakita natin, may niya multiple irregular nodules, predominantly involving the upper and the mid-lung zones. So ang claustrophrenic angles, of course, para makita dito, pero ang iyang mga nodules na nila ha, upper and mid. So yun yung mga buho-buho, ito niya mga nodules. Na-mention kanina ni Doc, if nodules pa or cyst, basta nga ni nodules, early disease pa iya. So if late disease na iya, magiging cyst na iya. For the next, this is wedge biopsy. So this is a cross image of a lung from a patient. Dil kagrubo, bayra kita. So with early stage LC showing multiple tan white centrilobular nodules on the cut surface. So may mga tan whites na nagawas. Next slide please. For the H&E staining, ini kasi nga disease, predominantly, damuan Langerhans.
Sorry. Long up. Sorry.
So, mention kanina ni Doc, mga slides, maka-identify nga ni kung kita usang slide, tapos bilang niya papakon kung ano kung natiya, maka-answer nga ni kita, points na ko nito. Ayaw ko na kita pag pinanoblema at iba. Basta, hindi pa lang ang slide, maka-answer na kita, okay na tirando. So for example, inihiya, ipa-identify kanina, ano ko lang niya, nagyala ko eosinophil, ano yung niya, eosinophil, ano ko lang inihiya, lymphocyte, tapos yung iba, mga Langerhans cells na kay ini nga sakit, daw mo talaga niya Langerhans. Paano na ito na-differentiate ang Langerhans kay may niya coffee bean appearance. For example, inihiya, adi guys, ano wala niya? Eosinophils. Sige, next slide please. So, adihiya, immunohistochemical markers. May nakita S100 and CD1A. Nagpa-positive iniya if may nakaini nga sakit. So, usa na giyap nga diagnostic marker. Pero diriya specific na if mag-positive, inidayon nga sakit. So, S100 and CD1A positive. S100 na positive iniya has cytoplasmic and ini nga sakit. And LCH. Ang CD1A kaya ang cytoplasmic ng membrane. So next. So ang differential, ang meaning ang PLCH is the pulmonary Langerhans cell histiocytosis. So include nila naman ang mga check. So hayang adult niya, actually smoking related disease gyapon niya. May niya chronic dry cough, upper lobe renal dominance, claustrophrenic angle sparing, and bronchiolocentric nodules. Sige, next. May niya, nodules to cyst. If early, nodules siya, if late na cyst na iya. Predominance of a Langerhans, coffee bean nuclei, prominent eosinophils, may niya CD1A positive and S100 positive. So diagnosis, pulmonary Langerhans cell histiocytosis. Cool. Sige, what ilabos na? So for the etiology, PLCH is a smoking-associated clonal neoplasm of Langerhans type dendritic cells, driven mainly by somatic activating mutations of the MPK pathway. So with cigarette smoking acting as a dominant environmental trigger, that promotes recruitment, survival, and local expansion of the mutated cells. So for its pathophysiology,
so for the pathophysiology, para malagyan na lang so start kita smoking. So it's smoking kaya nagkakasiyahin bronchial epithelial damage. So ini nga bronchial epithelial damage nagre-recruit yahin Langerhans cells, bone marrow derived Langerhans cells. So ini nga pag recruitment of Langerhans cells nga dahalang nagkakasiyahin mutations ano yung BREF MAP 2K1, CRAS, and NRAS. Pero more specifically, ang MAP K or ERK signaling pathway ang nag-persist, which is siya nagkokosahan survival ng proliferation of Langerhans cells. So ini kasi nga mga Langerhans cells, dili kasi yan apoptosis. So nag-persist yan, tapos nagkakosing proliferation of Langerhans cells. So kung nagamay dan persistence of Langerhans cells, nagkakosiyahin ko in production of cytokines and chemokines. Kasama ito nagkakametahin eosinophils, lymphocytes, tapos macrophages, which is Langerhans cells. So ano pa ba? So amit yan, nagkakosiyahin inflammation and damage in the airway walls and adjacent lung parenchyma. So, wala. So, nagkakamay ng bronchial wall destruction, progressive inflammatory injury causes destruction of bronchial walls and nodular lesions cavitate and evolve into irregular thin and thick wall cysts which may coalesce. These explain the characteristic nodular to cystic regression on imaging. So, nakita nga ito may gross nga kung, kung ano yan, may daya mga nodules, tapos may lagyan ko ng mga cyst na ito, pakibay ko.
Ato natin si John. Sunod pa.
Wedge biopsy. Ati yan. Gross lang ko yun. Amit yan, magiging cyst na yun.
Si Chipper po.
Sir.
Kuya ko no, next slide ko. Chin, lock.
So, wala to, nagkakamay ng loss of small airways and parenchymal destruction, lead to airflow limitation, impaired gas exchange, and complications such as spontaneous pneumothorax with ongoing disease. Pulmonary hypertension may develop. So, disease predominates in the upper and mid lungs with relative sparring of the lung bases, reflecting preferential smoke exposure and regional susceptibility. So, kung nagmaling na ito CT scan, ko nodules kay localized layaha ko upper nga middle, tapos na-spar daw ko na ang costophrenic angles kay anyahan kasi smoke kasi, cigarette smoke kasi mostly naglo-localize yung mga upper lobes. Okay.
Bang iniya ibuon nga side question ni Doc kung kay ano ang nodules ato upper and middle zone nga kay ano nas mispairing ang costophrenic angle. So ang answer ni Paul
Ito yun. Ayan. And cigarette
mention na niya yung rin minamamatik.
cigarette smoke, mas naglo-localize yan ang upper and middle. And Langerhans cells.
Check out yung mobile niya.
Amo na.
I-evaporate mo.
Ako na. Kaya ka kami na. Thank you po.
Yeah, what?
Uy, okay ba yan Paul, guys?
Thank you, Paul!
So guys, case 5. So basically, if pertinent na nila is that our patient has exertional dyspnea and 3 months na case and elevated ACE enzyme. So exertional dyspnea, elevated ACE, and lymphoadenopathy with parenchymal reticulonodular opacities. So this is our gross na ginhatag ni Doc. And sige, next slide. So first we have your bronchiectasis or the dilated bronchi as seen here with honeycombing appearance. So how does this happen? So it amon kasi case is a chronic chronic hiya nga inflammation wherein an amon lung part na nila sige it pag inflame tungod na inflame niya nagfa-fibrosis ang amon tissue. And after nag-fibrosis sa namon tissue, ang normal walls and kuan, ang namon lang na ang alveolar spaces, supposedly, thin lang ito. Pero tungod nga constant niya inflammation na kukuan niya. So ito, nakakavity. Kaya namin ito na-dilate ng bronchi nga nakakakuha sin honeycombing appearance. So, honeycombing appearance is not pathognomic, meaning diri specific for our case. Sadyang tungod ng chronic hiya nga inflammation, nakakreate niya honeycomb appearance. Again, there are many other lung diseases, especially case 2, that have honeycombing appearance. Moving on, we also have abscess cavity, which will be later explained in our histopath na portion. But in a sense, this also means na nag-start na pag di rin na nakokontrol ang inflammation or infiltration or an foreign substance sa amon lungs asya na sige lang niya pag-inflame, sige lang pagkadan mga neutrophils nga nakakakos siyahin abscess or cavity. Then, of course, consolidation because again, an amon patient na present with exertional dyspnea. Again, the dyspnea is due to the loss of the alveolar structure tamon lungs. So basically, I'm like the gross findings. Moving on, we have our kuha kami ng HPO, nag-scanner kami, HPO then LPO. So from gross, bigger picture down towards the micro. So alaman first, you can see here my lung fibrosis with multiple granuloma. So this part is the fibrotic area. As you can see, medyo solid na iya. Area same with mga structured other. And of course, granulomas as seen in atong TV is very familiar na yung iya presentation na iyo. So, yakan ngayon ni Doc na scanner view nga ni or kwan pala, LPO, diri ka mo manibin cells. You do not say nga, oh, caseating necrosis ini or non-caseating. Kahit ha-scanner pala kita, diri ko nyo dapat makita mga nuclei, mga description cells, nga di pala scanner nga LPO. So, anamon, granulomas na tamon in label diha, dida. Ito na mga araw, mga granulomas ito. Nga tamon mga granulomas is present near towards the mga septal. That's why, anamon kaya presentation is exertional dyspnea. Kaya di rin na kumbaga, okay and flow of air exchange. Diyan na, moving na kita ha. Na-zoom in na kita. Na HPO na kita. So, this is a granuloma. So, you've seen this in TB. But the difference here is, first of all, pathognomic, it non-caseating granuloma. Meaning, there is no necrosis hamon-centered granuloma. Ha-TB, may necrosis. So, amon, aside nga, non-caseating hiya, there is minimal lymphocytic infiltrate. So, buti lang, may the lymphocytes na na-surround ito nga infected or inflamed tissue, pero buti lang hiya compared to other granulomas like TB. So, another thing ito to note, minimal lymphocytic infiltrate surrounding, and of course, and pinaka-the best is the non-caseating granuloma. So, we are now moving to ang pinaka-specific na part, super zoomed in na kita. What does, ano yung nga part? So, actually, papalabel lang is ang mga pertinent, which is first, epithelioid histiocyte is seen in granuloma, also in TB, Langerhans giant cells in a horseshoe shape, and in a Hamazaki-Weissenberg bodies. So, it Hamazaki-Weissenberg, diri part it usual na granuloma, ini hilera. Pero inihiya, kind of, diri pathognomic again, it's just a specific sign for our disease. So this gives us a clue, and this also separates our non-caseating granuloma from other non-caseating granulomas just because may presence here ini. Pero again, it is not pathognomic for our specific disease. So, next, this is our intracytoplasmic inclusion. So, mo gintagan kami hini, asteroid bodies, star-shaped, then Schaumann bodies. So, it is stellate, asteroid bodies is just eosinophilic inclusion. So, kita, eosinophilic and color. And it is found inside an aton Langerhans, usually sa cytoplasm of giant cells. Meanwhile, Schaumann bodies, what are these? So, di ba, it pinaka-talaga number 1 clue in granuloma is the epithelioid cell histiocytes. Amo talaga number 1 na nagyakan pa ito klasakan naton activity. Itong epithelioid histiocytes na-produce it or encourage herat naton cells to produce not only ACE, kaya di ba ACE is found in the lungs, it also encourages our lungs to produce alpha-1 hydroxylase, which is the enzyme that will convert vitamin D to calcium. That is why, when nakita Schaumann bodies are actually calcium na with iron and whatever that, nag-calcify hiya. So, Schaumann bodies are calcified. So, this means that our eosinophil, or our epithelioid cells, our activated macrophages are actually are actually overworked due to the chronic inflammation. Di rin na nakakaon ng inflammation, asya, sigit era pag overwork and produce ng calcium or ACE. Again, Schaumann bodies, calcium, asteroid bodies, sadyang eosinophilic inclusions like ito. And pero other than that, epithelioid cells also produce excess ACE. So, that is why ang differentials is ang inihera. Okay, kita, nag-include akong TB. Usually, inihera, these are the ones that present with granulomas. So, differentiate lang ako, pwede niyo makita niyo. And, note lang, mga presented in amon case is, in case nangalimot ka mong pagpakya, naging butang lanakon. So, Schaumann bodies and asteroid are characteristic but are not pathognomic. Meaning, direra, just because nakita pera, doesn't mean sarcoidosis is cancer. Ano ini? So ano ini? So, in here, another approach to diagnosis. So, like what Dr. Dalia said, you try niya to remove the stigma at pathology simply slides. So, let's incorporate the clinical aspect. So, one thing to note if present ka mo yung case, always include an clinical aspect of the patient. So, how did we approach in sarcoidosis? So, sarcoidosis, under chapter aton book, it is a type of chronic diffuse interstitial lung disorder. So, how did we arrive ito ang classification? First, we have bronchial, chronic and dry cough, progressive and exertional kaya ano niya alveolar walls, crackles, and history of non-exposure mga staff. So, in pala nga each patient, nag-rule out na kami, non-exposure, tanggal ng organic, tanggal ng ini, chronic ng dry cough, tanggal ng mga acute, like drugs, kaya pwede man na ito ni stop. Elevated and ACE levels and hypercalcemia, natanggal ang amon dili, especially fibrosing diseases. Kay, actually, sarcoidosis is under granuloma diseases. Nga nasalit granuloma diseases, damo pa nga mga fibrosing under chronic interstitial diseases. So that's why it's important nga, ipakita ni nga table, just to rule out nga, possibly, amon case, related may granulomatous nga chronic infection or chronic nga lung disease. So that is why we came up with this slide. Next. Ako ay nakapot. So, core finding. So, this is important to lead kahit pag-present niyo. Nga, if core findings mo would suggest nga, because niya history in patient and being patient, ani mo nakita na slide, non-casheating granulomas, ani yung mga pathognomic, how they're not necessarily pathognomic, pero ani mo nakita na low history of exposure suggests na tamang case is sarcoidosis. So, amo na pag-present originally. But you're trying to tell a story, but diri lang you're just presenting facts. Okay, how can you convince your panel that sarcoidosis talaga hiya? So, etiology is simple actually. Waray known cause na sarcoidosis. So, mas hayon na ko yung etiology nang discuss sa inyo. But, there is a proposed mechanism which is Th1 mediated immune response. So if you can remember, Th1, cytokines ito is what? IL-1, kung ano na ito? Meaning, napanan niya ng intracellular activated macrophages. And remember yung Th1, Th2, Th17? So, you recall ito nga table kay sure ito, ipapakyan ito ni Doc Medalya kay ito topic. Then, pathophysiology by Danica Batard. Guys, si Danica yun eh. So, sige, i-explain ko lang how you will, i-explain ko how you will discuss this. So, at first, daunting hiya. So again, discretion lang niyo ini. Pwede ka mo mag-create iyo own nga araw-araw. Pero ini discretion ini naman to use ang kanda nila nga ginhimo. So how will we discuss this? So number one, may na kami immune trigger which is unknown. Again, etiology niya is idiopathic, unknown. Kinbutang na naman din, for example, immune trigger, the cells that trigger is the CD4 T cells, whatever. Then, ano tiyak presentation na halags, ini. Pero, wala may ito nakitaan. So you can move to Th1 activation, which is the possible etiology, activating the macrophages or the epithelioid histiocytes, leading to hilar lymphadenopathy, and pulmonary infiltrates. Nakita nato ng epithelial cells. Non-sheathing granuloma, blah, 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 blah. So kani, ipakita lang namon, what is seen, what we have saw, anot etiology, what we have seen, anon nakitaan talaga, and of course, what does this mean ha patient? In clinical labs, ano na-feel ang patient like this niya? Tungkol na nung macrophage, blah, 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 blah. So, amon ka-present ni Danica. Again, this is just your discretion to use this, or you can create another table. Pero amon. And that's about it. Questions. So, possible questions for sarcoidosis is, what type of hypersensitivity it is. So, it is a type 4. How is ACE elevated? Nakita na epithelioid histiocytes. Ano pa? Usually, amo na ito. Ito na nga TH1. Why is ACE elevated? Why is there calcifications? Ano nga type of hypersensitivity? And what differentiates it from TB, which is the non-caseating granuloma. So that's it. Thank you.
So, hi guys. Bali ng case kay a 60-year-old male presents with a 6-month history of progressive dyspnea and unilateral chest pain accompanied by symptoms such as low-grade fever and night sweats. So, ay PE, may dani a reduced chest expansion on the right side, may the dullness to percussion, and decreased breath sounds on the right. So, haiya PE, masasabdan niyo nga, ang iya ginaabat is plural-based, not airway-based. Kaya kung airway, dapat hyperresonant ito or Tapos, ha-imaging, makikita nga may diffuse nodular pleural thickening that encases the right lung. So, ini nga pag encase niyahan right lung, asya ang nakakoshan reduced chest. Ano ba yun?
Siyan, kuwan, ada, ay, sorry.
Diron?
Nakaklas. Ako na po.
Sorry. So, bali, iniya nga, pag in case niyahan right lang, asya ang nakakoshan reduced chest expansion niya. Kaya naka-in case man niya. So, bali, ang pag-inflatan lang, direct fully. And, makikita ni Hyagrass appearance, di ba, ha-CT, nakasiyakan nga, ha-CT scan, nakasurat nga, may diffuse nodular pleural thickening that increases the right lung, involving both the parietal and visceral pleura. And this thickening extends into the mediastinal pleura, associated with significant volume loss of the affected lung. So makikita niyo, di man, ito hiya, diffuse niya. And another characteristic liwat, kay iniya nga may white thickening. Dapat normally wala ito, pero naman may da. So may da niya rind-like thickening iya lungs. So next, microscopic ay lanigmite, pero in general la kasi daw kuno dapat LPO. So kung i-describe hiya, uniform hiya, an itsurahan mga cells, and diffuse. Ngan pag i-movie ha HPO, makikita niyo ang epithelioid cells. Inihiya, bagan columnar, polygonal epithelioid cells. Asya niya characteristic. May da niya prominent nucleoli, may da abundant cytoplasm. And next, very characteristic feature niya, waray nakayakan hamkis nga, may da niya exposure to asbestos. Pero may da kasi inihiya, asbestos body. Tapos, may kang mag-wonder kaya na may macrophage. Kaya ang macrophage, ginto try niya pag-engulf, ini nga asbestos body. So, asya na tiya tsura, golden brown, beaded with bulbous tips. And next, CT-guided aspiration biopsy. Kanina nagpakain ni Doc, ano ini? Ito hiya mesothelial cell. Pag ini yung mesothelial cell, nag-clump, asya ninit iya itsura. Commonly, mga 12 to greater than 50 cells it nagka-clump. Para ma-distinguish siya, may da kasi usa nga sakit ang reactive nga mesothelial hyperplasia. Very similar kasi biskan ha adenocarcinoma sugad gyapon itsura. Pero ang difference kay an iya pagplump 3D cluster, morula-like, berry-like, asya iya description, may da niya prominent nucleoli and high NC ratio. Tapos iniya nga cell-to-cell window, bagan an space pagkaklang pansel, makikita nito. Tapos ini nga knobby borders, kaya adenocarcinoma, it area to borders, smooth la. Haamon bagan knobby or scalloped. And next, ini gihap characteristic kiya and BAP1 nuclear staining. Kay normally, kung nare-retainan niya BAP1, it iya color hini, dapat red. Pero ang amon blue na. So meaning, negative na niya expression ng BAP1. Tapos ba yung magpakiana ano yun eh? Mga stroma cells, lymphocytes, di naman masasabdan kung correcting ka stain. Kay iniya, bagan retained lagi hapan staining. Unlike hini nga mga cell, negative na. So, iniya nga result, and with the core findings, may the dyspnea, unilateral chest pain, and pleural thickening, and encasement of the lung, asbestos body, large polygonal epithelioid cell, and moral clusters, ngahin loss of BAP1 expression, bali tanan ini it iya diagnosis kay malignant pleural mesothelioma epithelioid type. Kay no epithelioid type. Siyempre, epithelioid ani iyo nakikita nga cells. By magpakian ni Doc, may na kasi 3 types. Epithelioid, sarcomatoid, yan biphasic. Kung sarcomatoid, ang itsurahan cells kay spindle-like. Kung biphasic, baka kita ka both hin epithelioid nga hin sarcomatoid cells. Pero ang kasi epithelioid cells lang. So, epithelioid type. And then, inihiya nga mga differential, nag-adla kami asbestosis, kay ba'y magpakian hidok. Pero it asbestosis kasi, bagan, diriya, malignant, bagan scarring lahiya. Tapos, adenocarcinoma, aniya border smooth, pero pwede ka makakita ng epithelioid cells. And then next, etiology, main la niya kay an asbestos exposure. And the pathophysiology naman, kung ma-inhalin asbestos, maka-inhale ka man asbestos, ito hiya, ma-deposit hiya pleura. Pero diri hiya tigda kay it asbestos kasi, maihaan niya bagan magkuanhin effect. So bagan may latency niya hin 20 to 50 years. Tapos after nito may latency, may na macrophage activation, DNA damage, tumor suppressor loss, pero diri limited to BAP1. Opo din BAP1, ba yung magpakian ni Doc, BAP1, P16, NF2, man may da NKD2 something. Tapos, ma-proliferate na ang mesothelial cell, and kanina nga may da label. And then, after ito, mag-thicken na. Kaya diba, ang mesothelial cell na daw manhiya. So, usaya nga, nakakosan pag-thicken. Ang nakikita ni Johan Gross, na dakmul and thickening and pleura. And then, that's all. Yun lang.
Dave, question.
Will you be my Valentine? To the point, sorry ko ito right or wrong. Wala ito muro minus. Wala naka-record ba yun? Shy. Rin ba? Sige. Milanay?
Karate style.
Okay na?
Para sa nagsulim lang ito.
Okay, Milanay no.
Bukan pala nag-kuanan growth time.
Talanay ko na here, members of the committee. Guys, in case 8, may na kami pagkat slight nga i-change sa among differentials kay. May na kasi nakita ni Doc kanina ko, hello, good man, pagkasugan. So, pasensya na lang. Pero niyan, mag-uli. Maayos na ito. Jason Ray?
Desiree, Rowana.
Okay guys, for case 8, We have a 55-year-old male with a 20-pack year smoking history, presents with chronic cough and hemoptysis. Physical exam shows decreased breath sounds over the right middle long field. So niya chest x-ray, may right perihilar opacity, and chest CT scan reveals 3.2 centimeters well-delineated endobronchial mass in the right middle lobe bronchus associated with distal atelectasis. So, it iya gross features amoy ni Angin hatag haamon nga kuan nga picture. Tapos next at the same channel kuan. So amo ato nakikita nila is a well circumscribed oval mass. So kumbaga iya borders very clean pa. Yellow tan in color, and it important waray areas of necrosis or hemorrhage. So, highly niya dapit. Iniya kasi it is an endobronchial mass. It is centrally located, very crucial iniya amon case. So, di ba mo lungs, may central, may peripheral. So, it amon, aadiya ha central dapit nga that perihilar, kitaan na lang niyo nga dahit anatomic kunhain it perihilar area. So, di na ito niya nakaungot nga mass.
Buwas na yan ni Doc. Crucial kay question ko na niya kaya ano itong yung mayayapin na very highlight out central
So bagat mapakyan ako dito. Kaya paano ka muna nakayakan nga centrally, paano yan nakayakan nga diria peripherals ugad. Sige, next. So, amoy ni LPO, nayakan ni Doc, ang yakan kanina nga, nadiri ko nuya pagkitahin description din nga cell net imo gindi describe. So kung amo tot iyo i-change dapat LPO architecture laanay. So what you can see it amon architecture, but nakikita pa man niyo it posturahit cells and it as an organoid arrangement. Take note of the word organoid. Kay it amon case damoy niya it forms of arrangement in cells. It amon kay organoid. So organoid na siya bagat kumpol-kumpol hiya. And you can see gihapon here na waray necrosis. Tapos it imo cells, ibabalhin ko pa ito, pero polygonal general it shape it cells. Visible eosinophilic cytoplasm. Nakikitaan pa man nga may nucleus tas may cytoplasm. Tapos klaro gihapon di daha LPO pa lang nga round to oval it nucleus. So for the next, may nakita di mitotic figures. So, ini nga magpaka-encircle nga mitotic figures sa amon case is very important kay iihap iton hiya. So, ito, count 1. So, you can also see presence of moderately abundant eosinophilic cytoplasm, waray nuclear molding seen. So, what is nuclear molding? Kay mga kabuliginit amon differentials. Nuclear molding is seen in very invasive mga tumors, so ganit small cell carcinoma. Kasi ito nila nga mga tumor, it imo NC ratio, nucleus to cytoplasm ratio is very high na. So it imo kumbaga durod ako natin nucleus it cytoplasm buti ay nala. And tungod nga very invasive ito hera, nagdidirig kit ito heran duro nga mga nucleus asya nga bagat very ito nga ni nga molding nga nagdidikit-dikit na masyado, and waray na talaga spaces, waray na cytoplasm nga nakikitan, and haamon case waray ito nakikitan. Also, may ada kita delicate fibrovascular stroma separating the organoid arrangement of the cells. Amo ito nga linya nga na-separate ito organoid kumpul-kumpul niya. Ada ito na libro word for word bangin yung pakyanan ni Doc. So next, again kumita kitahin mitotic figures, ikaduha na iton. And one nga very prominent feature hit amon case is the presence of finely granular chromatin or salt and pepper appearance. Ito nga bagat diri hiya nucleoli, pero ito nga ni nga bagat bugas-bugas nga dahil imo nucleus. Also, prominent it iya nucleoli. Bagat ito nga, di ba may mga bugas-bugas, tapos pwede ka nakikita nga itong nga tuldok, that's your nucleoli. May da mga cells nga waray sugad dito, pero may daghapon cells nga may dahiton nga nucleoli, and nakakakita kahit pleomorphism. So what is pleomorphism? Yakan ni Doc kanina nga kita daw kuno tiyo cells kung paprehas it kadako. Diri, bagat kita nucleus pala may dadagko, may dagod ti. So that's one thing that you should emphasize also if ever kamot makakuha ini. Next. So amo ito another na pera na naton mitotic figures duha. Plus ito nga duha 4 na so far an ato nakitaan nga mitotic figures. And again, emphasizing an finely granular chromatin and salt and pepper appearance. Also, kung baga tutukan ninyo, may daghihapon mga salt, aside from the salt and pepper appearance, may daghihapon nucleoli. Adi man nato ni tudlok ni Dok. Inihiya, ini, ito. May da tuldok nga ano, nga guti. So, waray pa ito naman ka-input. Sorry, di kanina lit na nasabtan. And next, okay. So, kumbaga, kanina, we were able to show you 3 high power nga field. And pira ka mitosis nato nakit-an upat. So, there were presence of 4 mitotic figures in 3 high power fields, which is very important in distinguishing which type of carcinoid inihiya nga amon sakit. So, for our differentials, hilito na, magayakan.
So, bali, mostly kasi based sa study. Kaya siya naman kay mama ni ga-adjust. Kasi supposed to be naman first nga diagnosis is typical carcinoid. Kay before, and kasi rin namon, ang ginhatag nga slide ni Doc, amo na do. Like, o sa field, dapat duhala. Nga yan, nayakan ni Doc, pag-explain niya kanina, an example nga ginhatag niya nga tulo nga slide kanina nga itong ginihap, tulo ito ka slide. Bagat tulo niya ka field nga, I mean.
At usa ka HPO,
Oo.
one field
One field
na
na ito.
ito naman ka-interpret ni
Oo.
Sugal.
So bali, ang gipakita niya nga field kanina is tulo tanan ka bugos. Tapos nakakita na dayon, tulo pala ka field, nakakita na dayon kita hit, upat. So automatic, gato kita ha, atypical carcinoid compared to our typical carcinoid nga itiya pag-count itiya may mitosis kay dapat less than 2 per 10 field. So, amo na ito sa ka-importante taton, hallmark naton din ngaton mitosis. Ngan also, importante liwatin, wari pa naton ka-input din asya na natin i-emphasize yan, nakikin-emphasize ko rin kanina nito regarding pleomorphism ngayon monotonous nga karakteristika naton cells kay atypical carcinoid tumor i-compare mo yung typical carcinoid and typical carcinoid kay monotonous meaning same yeah in compare na naton atypical kanina di ba nakita naton pleomorphic iba-iba yung iya size. So, importante liwat ngan, ang pag-differentiate liwat nato na era, kaya era necrosis. Base liwat search kasi kanina.
Ang habok kasi, bagata.
Adi na hitok guys.
Adi na hitok.
Good afternoon, bro.